Welcome to the cave
Oh.
with that amazing new intro for
Oh.
2022. Our executive producer, Tone Deaf, blessed us with. You already know, got your boy looking so sharp, so smooth. That's what we make it do here,
Bruh.
man.
Shout out. That's hot.
That's fire, man. That's fire, man. Thank you, Mr. Tone Deaf. That's fire. It's the way to bring in 2022, man. When Man Cave, TDR, baby. I love it. 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 So, listen, without further ado, I'm just gonna put it out there, man. Y'all already know, man. This is our 100th episode, man.
Let's go.
Yes, 100th episode of TDR Man Cave, baby.
100, baby. 100.
Monumental right here. This is epic. This is epic, man. So for tonight, we bringing everybody that played the major role in the success of TDR Man Cave, man. We got Miss Seneca Mack. We got Lala. We got Mr. Tone, Mr. Executive Producer Tone Deaf. We fresh gonna be joining us, jumping in, man. Yo, of course, you know, got my big bro in the house, my co-host, my brother, DJ Favor, aka Gator, aka Jacob Gossip, man. And, you know, so many AKAs, man. I can't even, you know. And y'all know, I'm your guy, man. Cal Williams, man. We in the building, and so we gonna have a good night tonight. We might get a little controversial. You know, we're gonna take it back to the original element that we why y'all fell in love with us here on TDR Man Cave. So before we start to, you know, go around the round table and discuss and, you know, talk about what tonight's topic's gonna be about, you know. First, let's go around the round table before we get into
Tone look like he ready, dog.
Okay, so you know what?
Yo, real talk though. Real talk. No. I ain't been here in so damn long, bro. And plus, if y'all been paying attention to TDR, y'all know that, you know, me and my bro Juan, we've been on our love tour lately, dog. So it only feels right that while on tour, we take a detour and come do a couple of dive spots over here with my guys in the Man Cave before we get back on this road this week. So I'm geeked to be here.
Yes.
So
yes.
Glad
to have you back in the cave, boss, man, for real, man. You know, for those who don't know, TDR wouldn't exist. This very special platform wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Tone and Juan. You know, they came up with the platform, with this major platform, Tone Deaf Radio, which is why we all here and able to bring to you, you know, these topics and our life experiences every week. So without them, it wouldn't be no us. Without y'all, it wouldn't be no us. You know, so we appreciate it on so many levels that, you know, these two brothers seen something in us and, you know, inspired us to be able to take it to them levels, man. Every day, man. Blessed, definitely. Shout out to Tone Deaf Radio, Tone Deaf Network. You know, y'all know we Tone Deaf for life. We ain't going nowhere. We in here.
For sure.
Yes,
TDR, baby.
Yes. Oh, we got the Pod God has joined us. The Pod. Okay, Lala hopped out for a minute. Miss Seneca Mack is back. Gotta add Pod God fresh. Mr. Pod God himself was good with you, man.
Don't let that nigga in the building.
What's happening, Pod God?
Don't let that nigga in the building. Y'all gonna learn.
Tone sound like he running through
y'all
the building.
Gonna learn.
Change the
y'all
doors.
Y'all gonna learn, bro. Don't let that nigga in your building.
He in the building, man.
What's happening?
What it do, man? What
we talking about today, my brethren?
Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk today. Today's topic is until we moved in together.
I ain't do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's today's topic. Until we moved in together, why did we get married? That's the topic for today, man.
Seeing that I ain't never been married, I think I'll sit this one out.
No, sir.
You can chime in of why some of these women you wouldn't live with. You know, that's a major
Yeah.
thing to talk about, bro.
That's right. So we gonna talk about that. You know, we gonna get into that because you know how things is always good. You know, things is always lovely. You know, certain things you don't know about a person until you live with them. You know what I'm saying? Until you move in with them. And then, you know, things start to unravel.
The curtains is pulled.
Oh yeah.
You find out they ain't got curtains at all.
Oh yeah, you found out those curtains with sheets hanging from the window.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my mama told me not to trust a bitch who ain't got no furniture.
Well,
she didn't lie to you.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just saying, like, I understand some people be fresh moving in, so if you ain't got no furniture on the fresh move in, cool. But if you've been here like 6 months and like nobody even donated you a couch, bro,
right?
I don't know if I should be here.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But you sure maybe someone offered to donate them a couch, but niggas got bed bugs, fam. You can't take everybody's furniture,
bruh.
But if it's a clean situation and you just don't take the couch, damn. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, like it's certain things. Like if I walk into your house and you got a couple of folding chairs, you know, and one of them fold out tables, if you struggle real.
What if the couch got wet spots in it though?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
What kind of wet spots? Because if that thing is stinging, she can't control that when you handling business in the front room. Gotta be careful.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. You don't know.
You look for it, man. I don't know.
Gotta ask these questions, bro.
I once went to a chick house. She had a dining room table. It was kind of nice. It was one of the joints that it's like the glass top, but it sat on like the white centerpiece. It was fly.
Okay.
Dining room set was fly.
Okay.
Like, she didn't have no couch, so we had to sit on the dining room chairs, which was cool because they was comfortable.
Okay.
And she had like a microwave stand.
Okay.
That had the TV on it.
That was
microwave stand that had the TV on it.
That was your only hang up. Like, where's the TV?
Right.
But you still loved her though, right?
No, I couldn't.
You couldn't?
Why couldn't you love her?
But it wasn't because she didn't have no real furniture. Because, like, you know, she was cool. So, like, the second time that she invited me over, like, I showed up and it was like a house full of niggas, and I was like, this is how they get robbed on. This is how they rob you on the movies. So I'ma not be here because this is how they get robbed.
So her crib was the trap house.
Yeah,
that part.
Her crib was the spot.
She was a kick in the spot.
Yeah.
I didn't know her well. I didn't know her well enough to be kicking it in her spot. So
that's what that was. Her crib was the spot.
You made the right choices, young man, by removing yourself from that unsavory section of the world.
Yeah.
First of all, I shouldn't even been there. We was on now because Tone and I live in the same city. He gonna know that I shouldn't have been nowhere near Wales and Wisconsin anyway.
See, first of all, bruh.
He said, see.
I'm about to say, right, yeah.
First of all, bruh, how did you get down there?
Wow.
Where did you meet this unsavory woman at? Because
I met her through. See, this is in my life when like you kicking it with your cousin, and your cousin be like, "All right, I know a chick," and you be like, "Okay, cool." Like, you know, you smashing the sister, you know, I take one for the team, depending on how she looked. It was one of them situations. So, you know, cuz was like, "Come on, you know, come kick it with me, come down here with me." So I was with him.
That'll learn you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll learn you.
To learn that the hard way. You definitely was gonna take one for the team. You was gonna take a bid for the team.
Now I remember back in the day in my situation, taking a long ride on the bus and getting off.
See, Kids
walking
today
walking
don't
down the
know.
street to the crib, and when you get to the house, all you see is niggas everywhere. Like
You took that trip. You took that trip for her.
I did, dog. But let me say this: I never went back.
Of course, you never went back,
Like,
bruh.
Yo, so all BS aside, fam, let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
We deal with some of the bullshit that is the life of these girls we like because we like them. Like I've dealt with ignorant brothers questioning every single move, trying to be overprotective, but yet they sister beat their ass all the time. You know, we deal with the snot-nosed kids running around the house because we want to get to know her better. We deal with the uncle who asks for $5 and everybody tell dog get out the room because he's a crackhead, and they tell you, hey man, don't give Uncle Charles nothing because that nigga steals. No, we deal with that shit because we like the girls. Yeah. But at the same time, if we don't go out here and risk it all for the pussy, we never will have any stories to tell.
Never have no stories.
We'll never have no stories to tell. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I've risked it all on several occasions for situations I shouldn't even be in.
Bruh.
Yo, we do some crazy stuff for that cookie, man. We damn sure, man.
I feel like at 33, I still might risk it all depending on the situation.
Nigga, at 43, I still might risk it all based on the situation. Let's be honest, bro. We will make these dumbass choices in life because we want to have something that we can say is ours and what we did. That's part of the reason why we let people live with us. Okay? And I have to specify let people live with us compared to moving in. Because you always have that one family member, that one friend, or even that one girl you like who needs a place to stay and you let them come stay. And for some odd reason, they don't leave after they've gotten themselves in a better position. They still here. They still here. You know what I'm saying? So you learn. That's how we learn these things before we start talking to the actual people we want to, and we find the significance. Like, for an example, Jacob, you've been married before. You told the story on the Man Cave many, many times before of how you went out and took this lavish road trip to go visit this woman who, within the matter of one weekend, made you say, "Hey, fuck y'all, I'm staying here."
They never coming home.
You have never gotten.
I've been there, yeah.
Wasn't that on the movie?
He changed everything.
He said, "Wasn't that on the movie?"
He changed his career.
Called his wife was like, never coming home.
Right. But the fact of the matter is you would have never found at the time your wife had you not took a risk and risked it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's Cal is finna go and get married for a second time.
Yep.
Let's be honest, bro. After that first time, if my nigga's like, man, fuck you, bitches.
Yeah, sure was.
I'll never do it again. But he took because I know my nigga was bitter.
Bruh.
But listen to early episodes of the Man Cave, and you'll see my brother was bitter. But
fuck it.
But he said, you know what? I like this one. I'm gonna risk it all for her. And she said, hey nigga, I'll marry you.
Right.
And here we are.
And I said, marry me? Let's go.
Let's look at me. I met a young woman at McDonald's one day. She came over. We fucked. Here we are 15 years later, still together.
Look at that. Man.
Hey.
A Big Mac and a smile. Look at that. Whoever said McDonald's.
Actually, bro, it wasn't
was it a Big Mac?
It was a Big Mac and a smile, my nigga. Real nigga shit.
No chicken nuggets? Sure?
Nah.
Was it Big Mac and a smile?
No nuggets, bro. It was a Big Mac, fam.
I'm
gonna ask her too. Was that a Big Mac that she was bringing in? Like, I can't remember.
Nah,
No,
you
because
know,
we was just joking about this the other day. Because she was like, I was like, yeah, your daddy. I was talking to my girls. I was like, yeah, your mama the reason why daddy fat, always bringing McDonald's and shit. She was like, look, I wasn't finna let a free meal go to waste, so
you know what I'm saying?
I just brung it to you. You didn't
Yeah.
have to eat it. Like, yes, I did. It's fucking free food. Who turns down free food?
You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
you. No, fuck you. No, get on this bed now. Fuck you. Whole nother
Oh,
story.
wow.
I'm gonna stop right there.
Wow.
Yo, my
It's
man.
not
And the
my
kids
shift.
are standing
That's
there
not
like,
what.
what?
That's not what we here for.
I was like, let me stop. It's not my show.
No. Big Mac. Oh shit. Oh yeah. I remember you.
Bruh.
That's how you
Let's
do it.
let's not do that on our show either, fam.
I know you, nigga right there with the cartoon face is the last nigga to say
Bruh.
anything, and you know it.
I done
Oh,
heard
man.
some fresh stories, boy.
Fresh.
I be chilling.
The
Alright.
lies you tell everybody,
Okay.
not even yourself. This is everybody at this
You don't
point.
believe in
And the
yourself.
men in the cave, we all know, man. The other ones outside the cave may not know, but we know.
Look, I love my brother to death. I will bury a bitch over my brother. But this nigga jumps off the 13th floor on his own, periodically on the Death Fresh show.
Check out the man.
Periodically. That means more than once on the show.
I have to do it for the good of the show.
No, you don't.
That's what it is. That's what we going with.
Look, man.
He just said he do it for the good of the show, man.
We don't.
Oh man.
If I don't
But-
jump out the window, who will?
If you
know
if you be quiet long enough, the guests do it on their own. You just never notice.
Fresh be like, me first.
right, nah. Fresh be like, they taking too long. Come on, let's jump. Let's go. Open the window, man.
Like, peep gang, we had a lovely young lady on the show who was talking about, I forgot what the main topic was. My nigga, no reason whatsoever. Hey, you ever let a nigga want to shit? You ever have a nigga ask you to shit on them? Middle of the conversation. We wasn't even there. There was nothing leading us in that direction. But my nigga just said, this is where we're going right now.
Yo.
Like, you ever let a nigga just shit on you? And I'm like, why?
Look, man.
How did we get here?
Oh my god.
I'm just look, like I explain all the time. The things that you don't think about at like 25 are real situations as we get older. Now, just because we not into it, people ain't. Prime example of what we just went through last Sunday on Socially Awkward. Boom. End of story.
Look,
For those of us that missed that show, what happened, Fresh?
nope, can't tell you. We gotta watch it.
We cannot.
We can't. We can't.
I'm not at liberty to talk about
We
it.
can't repeat that. You just have to go watch it. That's just what it is, bro. I'm dead ass. You just have to go watch it, bro. It's hard to explain.
Hey, y'all can check out all of these shows they talking about right now the same way you doing the Man Cave. Yo, it's so many shows that
Just go on YouTube. I'm
Fresh.
saving you all your trouble.
it's
Go on
so-
YouTube, type
that brought
in
together.
TDR live stream. Just type that
There
in.
you go.
Just go to
TDR
Google, type
live
in
stream.
live stream. Everything we do show up there.
Bruh.
It's so fucking wild over there.
It's so many shows that's on this
On the
network
network.
that I be watching. I be like, wait,
And,
what?
yo, it's so crazy, man, because remembering back when it was just 2 shows on the network.
Nigga, that was because we okay. So let's go back to the humble beginnings of the Man Cave. So for those of you guys who just recently started rocking with us when we became virtual, the Man Cave started as a spinoff of a spinoff. Sum up in a nutshell.
Basically.
So we had this one show called Tasha's Taste in the early beginning. Tasha and her co-host, Mia, at the time, wanted to do something where it's a little bit more risque on the side. So then they started this show called TDR Undressed, where the wild shit that is now the norm of the world is what we... Juan, mute yourself, bro. I hear all your noise.
Oh, my God, I'm sorry.
was basically everything that's acceptable now is what they were talking about then. They brought Kyle in because sometimes you need a male's opinion on shit. Kyle was like, hey, I'm sick of these women, including Seneca, having all these comments, but there is no male representation that can stand up for us. So Kyle was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. The men need their own safe space. And he created the Man Cave. And literally, it was probably the most controversial thing on Blog Talk in the beginning, because niggas was saying shit that niggas say from a male's perspective about women and the things that they said. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
So we took a break because society was on our ass. Okay? Every time you turn around, Blog Talk was like, nah, you niggas can't record tonight.
Yeah.
So I ventured off and found out that there is more to life than Blog Talk, and I then started going the route of podcasting. Now, we were still recording audio, but COVID said, fuck you niggas, stay inside the house. We don't like y'all, and we had to learn how to do it virtual. By learning how to do it virtual, Cal and Jacob, I don't even know how Jacob got here. Jacob decided to say, he did. He showed up one day and stayed. Decided to say, hey, Tone, we're going to take the reins and we're going to make the Man Cave what it is today. And by doing so, a slew of people have came through and have been a part of what you are currently listening to right now. And me and Juan has promised to never come back on this show again because we are too wild and ignorant, and we need these niggas to have some structure, because as you see, when we get here, we fuck shit up. So I want to congratulate these guys on reaching episode 100, because some people can't reach episode 10, let alone 100. So this is a big milestone. With that being said, I'm going to shut the fuck up and get back to playing my 2K.
Okay. So. Yo, since we're going back to memory lane, I just want to bring up one of our epic shows that was it was controversial. It was like, we got so many emails on it. We got hate emails, love emails. Oh, it was just crazy. Do y'all remember the Man Cave episode? And y'all could go look for it, viewers, listeners, y'all go look for it, where the episode was how to know if you are the side chick.
Oh, man.
I remember that episode.
Look, fam, if you got, and my answer still stays the same. If you have to wonder if you're the side chick, you probably are.
Oh my gosh! Remember the 10 ways we did to know if you're a side chick or not? You know how many emails I got about that?
Why? Okay, first of all, why y'all let me say that? Because I read that shit down.
Listen,
this joker had pulled out a book. Like,
I don't know about y'all, but I got so many emails on that. How could you say that? Why did you say, oh my God, you ruined my relationship? Yo, bro, broke the bro code. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, that show was epic. Go look it up, man. Go look it up. It was epic.
Look, okay, so we going down memory lane. I would say my favorite episode was You Are Not As High Valued As You Think You Are.
Yes. Okay.
Now, for those of y'all who listening, this particular episode did not even start off as talking about being high valued or not. What happened was we had a couple of young ladies that stopped into the episode, and for some odd reason, whenever we have a men-women conversation, women tend to get very defensive, and instead of answering the questions, they tend to point at what men are not doing. Oh, but you're not doing this, or you're not. That wasn't the case in this particular episode. This particular episode, we were trying to ask, like, how do you put yourself at this level of high value?
Right.
Unfortunately, this particular young lady felt the wrath of me on this episode, where I literally went down a rabbit hole of basically dismissing every accolade that she claimed that made her high value of what she brought to the table.
Yes, he did.
Everything from saying that the crib you live in does not matter because you are a grown ass adult and you should have your own house anyway. The kind of job that you have really holds no weight because if everybody has a job, why does your job make you feel like you're more valuable than the next person's job? At the end of the day, the only person that you really are trying to impress is those who came around from you because since you're doing this job over here, who are you comparing to? Like me, for an example. I joke with Juan all the time about this. My wife's a nurse. Therefore, if you are not at least at a nurse status, you don't even get consideration if I look at you as seriously. But then I ask myself, there's a lot of nurses out here. So maybe being a nurse is not as high value or a high of importance as I would think. So this particular young lady, God rest her soul, she did not deserve this. Actually had to reevaluate what she really looked up as what makes someone high value. Now, taking consideration, I was not attacking women. I say the same thing for men. There's a lot of men, us women think, or you women think are high value when in actuality, they're just niggas with money. So that was my favorite episode. Not because I was rude, but for once I finally got the whole thing out that y'all need to really reevaluate what y'all consider as high value.
Learn life. I think going off of that.
What was your favorite episode?
I think going after what Tone said, my favorite episode is Are You Dating a Man or a Boy?
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode? That's where I broke down what a man and a boy was.
Yes, you
and
did.
I called them on their jump, and people was hitting me up in my inbox.
Yes, they was. Yes, they was.
I think I got the most inbox from these cats, like, because I purposely revealed them. Like, this is who you are. Yeah. This is what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And the only people that hit me up was the ones that got offended. So I know I hit a nerve. Like, this is you. Because if it ain't you, why you hitting me up, Doc? What's the problem?
Let me tell you how much of a nerve you hit on that show. I was getting messages about you. I was defending you. I'm like, listen, your co-host don't know what he talking about. And why I feel like he might be talking about me. I'm like, listen, he doesn't even know you. Let's start there.
I know the boy, though. See, I ain't even have to say the names of the. I don't know these people, but I know the boy. I deal with them on the regular, so I can point at them from a mile away, and they gonna get offended. Dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most of that you already know. You already know. So see. Bro. So listen. As y'all listening and as y'all those are just tuning in, man. This is our 100th episode. This is TDR Man Cave 100th episode. We just taking a walk down memory lane of some of our epic shows. And as you see, man, we done came a long way. We got a lot of great shows. Please go check it out. You can check it out on all the major platforms. You know, just you can go to Spotify, iHeartRadio. Just put in the search bar TDR, and all the shows will come up that's on there. And you'll definitely see TDR Man Cave from the very beginning, from the very first show, and how we grown and the things we did. So, you know, now that we done went down a trip down memory lane, now let's attack this topic for tonight a little bit. Now I see we had a viewer put in the chat that they feel that you need to live with someone before you get married.
I saw that.
Yeah, you seen that, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, you agree?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Who doesn't agree?
I
guess everybody agrees.
I guess everybody agreed with that one.
Now, from
I was gonna say background.
I was gonna say from a church standpoint. You know, this is preached against. You know, that's not a good thing.
Here's my question though, bro. Mm-hmm. And you know, anytime you bring up church shit, I'm always going to attack you on the you know, at this point in time in my life, I damn near be like, hey, I fucks with JC, I love God, but fuck you Christians. Wow. Y'all be ass backwards.
Oh shit.
No, Pete.
So what's your pushback?
So here's my thing. the Christians believe that it's wrong to live together. It's wrong to shack up.
Right.
So when you telling me I'm supposed to constantly keep courting you, dating you, doing all these things from a distance, then we go live together, right? And you got terrible habits.
Right. Right.
It's a
because the way go ahead.
Those are habits that you should pick up on. Are you paying attention?
Well, there's things that you only do. There's things that you do at home that you'll never know. Like, take this in consideration, Lala. You are a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got to ask this question because today's society is different.
Don't zoom me. Don't zoom me like that.
Just messing with you.
I was born a female.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. But no, so you are a woman. Therefore, you have a look that you put on when you go to bed, right? There's a bonnet, there's no makeup, there's a t-shirt you may wear. You do not go to bed when you living alone sexy. You go to bed how you fucking feel, right?
Right.
When you go out on dates with your man, you at least try to look cute, you look decent, you look presentable, right?
Right.
Okay. Your man never sees how you look when you're at home getting ready for bed based on the way the Christians talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I get ready to say, hey, I want you to marry me. I do the whole 9 yards. We get married. I carry you across the threshold. We going to bed for the very first time, and you are a completely different person.
Well, I mean, for the first time, it shouldn't be like that. But I understand what you're saying. That's true. But in today's society, it's not like before. I mean, now we have video chat, and so if you're not entertaining, a man in your home and, even spending the night, even if you're not, being intimate, you're going to video chat. They're going to see you with your bonnet on, at least for me, I see, but for me, I don't front though. This is me. Like, this is what you get. Like, that's why whenever I, do my makeup and I get cute, I never make those pictures, my profile pictures, because this is me. Like, this is who you gonna get. So I'm not one of those females that put the front on, like, so I can't relate.
And I commend you for that.
Yeah.
Because these women out here will have you believing that they light and beautiful. In actuality, they are dark and musty 97% of the time.
Dark and musty. Send all your hate mail to Tone Deaf Network.
I mean,
care of Tone. T-O-N-E.
Like, and there's things there's legitimate things you got to worry about, dog. Like, does she fart in her sleep? Is she a burper? Does she sleep wild? Does she snore? Like, sleep is important to me.
Now, wait a minute, though. Do you know how many men actually, like, snore, like, so loud that the neighbors can hear?
And I get that. And these are things that you need to find out, too.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta sleep.
Do you sleep on your stomach or your back? Can I be on one end of the bed, or do you have to be right up under me?
Yeah. Do you hog the covers?
But those are conversations to be had. Like,
that's true.
Yeah,
they are conversations to be had, but a conversation can only be so much. Me and you can talk right now about, say, I snore when I sleep, right?
Right.
But you have never spent the night over by my house for you to experience. I can snore, but I might not think I'm that loud. You come to spend the night with me, and like, fam, I'm peeling plaster off the wall. I
we don't fall asleep on the phone now. You don't fall asleep on the phone. I don't know.
You fell asleep on the phone.
Hey, I'm tired. I'll holler at you tomorrow. Click, hang up my phone. I'm not falling asleep on no damn phone.
You fell asleep on the phone. No, you go to sleep.
You go.
Nigga, please. No, not at all. Not at all. I have never been in that. I have never been that much in love where I'm snoozing on my phone, running my battery down. You can't trust people. I'm asleep on the phone. Guess what? Swipe down, screen record.
Shit.
Well, good thing about screen record, if the mic is in use, you don't get no audio.
I don't need audio, bro. Just a simple, bro. Put it on TikTok, throw a voiceover on it in a heartbeat, nigga. You the next meme.
Wow.
First of all, how is your phone propped up?
Most of the time, ask Lala. She the one that fall asleep on the phone.
No, I don't fall asleep on the phone. No, I don't fall asleep on the phone. Usually, if I start dozing off, I'll be like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't feel I fell asleep on the phone, but I really gotta like it.
Wait,
yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Like it's just something that happens. I think like even if it wasn't something planned, like oh we're gonna go to sleep, we're gonna sleep on the phone. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like obviously when you're liking somebody, you make that time for them. Whatever. Me as a mom, like sometimes my time is like okay when right before I'm getting ready to go to bed. I might call you back. Whatever the case may be. So it's like. Yeah, if you fall asleep on the phone, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like if you pay attention to people and you're willing to look for those things, you'll know what you need to know about them. When you go to their house, you'll see, if somebody's a surface cleaner, you'll be able to tell they're a surface cleaner.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
Certain things only surface when you actually do live with that person.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
true.
saying? Like when you really live, you really get to know that person, and it's like. It might not even be anything that big. It might be something. It might be the little thing that you can't stand. You know what I'm saying? It might. It might. Oh, you always leave the light on in the bathroom. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like,
right? Like
it could be something like that.
Some people have surface habits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I get what Tone is saying, but when he's talking about like coming from the Christian standpoint, technically you're not supposed to really know what it's like to be with anybody else, so you don't really have anything to compare it to.
Right, and that's the whole thing. I have an issue. Don't get me wrong. I don't personally attack the Christians. I always do this whenever me and Jacob was on the same show.
Oh, I catch it every day, Lala. Yeah, every day.
But the thing about it is where I'm going with it is if you were to be a wholesome Christian where you follow it 100%, you will be in a marriage that is loveless, lost, and you are 4 to 5 years in realizing this is not what I want because you are now seeing all the mistakes that you should have avoided had maybe just a little alone time figured out for you.
I can't agree with that because I have
Jacob, be quiet. This is the reason why you're single.
No. The reason why I'm single is because
no, we're not going to talk about why you're single.
Lala finna attack me. Look, Lala finna attack me.
Hold on.
No, but I know there are some Christian relationships that have been going on for years.
Yeah, but do you know their personal insight? You don't. We don't know.
You don't know personally.
Because that real good Christian relationship, they're not supposed to tell you what's going on, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna hide that.
Yeah. All you can go by is what they say. So, it is what it is. I ain't never had a reason to ask.
I need to know you. I need to know about you. I need to know how it is to live with you, wake up with you. I need to know your pros, your cons, your pet peeves. I need to know all that before we commit to something so serious as marriage. I that's just me. I can't go in. That's like, I mean, not to make the comparison to a car, women to cars, but I'm just saying that's like me buying a car and I never drove it. I never turned the engine on. I never see how it fit. You know what I mean? Listen. This the cave, damn it. I was just saying, I'm sorry. There ain't no sensitivity. Leave the sensitivity.
Email gonna be full like a mug.
The sensitivity. This is the cave, damn it. It's just an example. Don't take it to heart. If you do, you can send it to the email. I'll respond. It's okay. It's fine. We grown. It's fine. I'm just saying, you gotta know a person. They ins and they outs before you commit to God. To marry that person. That's just me. I'm not going to not know these things and then make that serious commitment, and then 5 years down the line we having an argument about you leaving your shoes in the living room. Like, oh, you always leave your shoes. You know what? I want a divorce.
Let's take it one step further. The constant argument about the toilet seat. Okay, ladies, for those of y'all who are listening who are not on the panel right now, okay. We do not purposefully leave the toilet seat up so we can hear you splash down. We are just accustomed to having the seat up so we can aim and not leave piss all around it. We're half asleep when we go do that. We apologize in advance. You can either bitch at us or you can just look down before you sit down. Just that easy.
What is the
Thank you.
problem? What is
Thank
the
you.
issue of
I'm
looking
gonna,
back
I'm gonna say
and not
something.
just backing up and going, whoa?
Look down before you
saying
sit down.
I don't leave the toilet seat up. I got my ass beat too many. My mama, boy, it's programmed. I don't do that. You know.
Yeah, I don't have that issue
I don't
neither.
have that
But
issue.
I kind of feel where Tone comes.
I understand where my brother's coming from.
So I just look back.
I definitely
We have two bathrooms in our house. Okay. So I have one that's dedicated to just me.
Okay.
So if it's up, everybody knows, hey, this is the bathroom Daddy used. Let's just look before we sit down. Okay. Now in the back bathroom, I can understand if I happen to go to that one and they fell in. That's my bad.
Right.
I apologize. But the front one, they smart enough to know to look. All I'm saying is just look. We'll put forth a conscious effort to pull it down if you make a conscious effort to look down.
And
Fair
this
enough.
is the man who lives with a lot
Compromise.
of women. So
Compromise.
I'm sure he'd have been clotheslined a few times.
Nope. My baby just found her way in the toilet one day.
Oh, baby! Oh,
not the baby.
The baby, not the baby.
Oh, bruh.
But that's her fault for not looking. It's just that simple. Just look when you turn around.
Gotta be more careful.
I even said to her too, what did we learn?
Your husband gonna get it.
You
know what?
Did we learn?
First time I'm doing this with my father. I'm not doing this shit no more. Goddamn. Better learn that shit. Future husband gonna get it, man.
Bruh.
Gonna get it, man.
Wow.
Like, listen to the 100th episode of Man Cave. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Just put the toilet seat down, man. Put the toilet seat down. That's all we say. That's all we say. All right, so I got a game. You know, in honor of the 100th episode, I got a game. All right. Nate, I'm just gonna say the title of the game, then we'll get into it. From the title, you will get where I'm going with this. Okay, this is the game. Name of the game. I have 100 reasons why you are not the one, but I'm just gonna give you a few.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah. For those that didn't hear that, or maybe I was too low, or using the back, the name of this game we about to play is we're gonna have some fun with this. I have 100 reasons why you are not the one, but I'm just gonna give you a few. Yeah. We're gonna get some, some little energy flowing around.
Look at Lala like I got 12 right now already.
She got 12. She like, ooh, I'm glad he said this. I was right. I was right in this yesterday.
Lady first then. Go ahead and kick us off then.
Lala over there like,
she just text homeboy, tune in.
No.
We are Man Cave, and you will know why. Lala, you know it's all love. You know it's all love.
Where's Seneca at? I'm getting ganged up
we
on.
know we just messing with you.
We just messing with you. Listen, homeboy, whoever you are, all my fault. Just
yeah, it is.
It's my fault.
Lala, you gotta start it off. You gotta start off, Lala.
You're inconsistent.
She took my answer.
Damn.
Nah, y'all know that was not my first.
I'm sure it wasn't your first.
What? I see sharks. I see the sharks have fangs. Whatever.
So what is your first, Tom?
Before explain as far as your
inconsistent.
Explain what about the inconsistencies that why you're not the one. Just a little explanation. I'm curious.
I said inconsistent because that's like one of my biggest pet peeves.
Okay.
Because I feel like, a lot of adults have issues with being consistent. Like just, following up, doing what you said you want to do.
Okay.
Being who you say you are.
Uh-huh.
That's really it. I find that most people that want so much from you, they have the hardest time being consistent themselves.
Gotcha. So let me just jump to the other side of the fence. And is it the inconsistency that bothers you, or is it things not getting done when you ask it to get done?
No, it's inconsistency.
Inconsistency, okay. And I ask that because sometimes women, not saying all women, sometimes women say it's the inconsistency, but whether he did it when you asked or he did it later on, it's still a problem.
No, I think for me it's inconsistency in communication.
Okay. Okay.
Like you can't, I don't know, like I think for me, like when you're dating somebody, you can't just like disappear for 3 days or,
I was working. I'll get back to you.
No, because I really believe people make time for what they want. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it was just a quick little 5 minutes and, you got time to scroll Facebook and whatever else. Like, if you said.
But how long does that 5 minutes not become enough? If I'm a busy man, and I'm a busy man when you met me, and I only have time for a 5-minute conversation for these next 3 days, then when I finally give you time, you're upset because I only gave you 5 minutes for 3 days.
No, see, you wouldn't know that I was upset. But
see, I'm glad you said that.
You wouldn't know that I was upset. But see, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that because I'm a busy woman. So it's not really like, I don't have a life for myself and, I'm just over here twiddling my thumbs like I'm busy. Majority of the time. However, if you're somebody that I'm interested in, I don't care if, I'm running to the bathroom real quick or, I have just a few seconds. I'm like, oh, let me shoot this text message real quick. Like, hey, hope your day's going well. Or, how's your day going? If I don't talk to you for another 6 or 7 hours because I'm busy, at least I reached out. Right. And I think for me, like, I'm not a chaser. I don't chase. So I will let you know the interest is there. And if you're doing your part, I'll hold my end of the bargain. But like, if you're not reaching out and communicating, then there won't be no communication. So it ends up being like a inconsistent,
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm glad you said that because now you roll into mine's lack of communication. Okay. Now that's a two-way street, so I'm not going to be sitting here attacking you, but you brought up a very good point. Okay. You said I will never know that you're upset.
No, I said you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know after those 3 days that I'm upset. I didn't say you would never know.
Okay. Yeah, true. I apologize. I apologize for adding
that's
extra
not something
adverbs.
that I get upset over. I just take note.
I'm not talking about specifically you.
Oh,
okay. This is a generalization here. This is a general conversation. I don't know you well enough, Lala, and I do not hate you for me to target you. Okay. let me clarify. This whole
no, you said so I know.
Right.
I am a communicator, so
Yeah, I know. That's why I said let me put this generalization on there. But you bring up a good point. A lot of times people won't express that. They will have these feelings and they'll keep them to themselves. And then when the opportunity comes for you to express it, you be like, never mind. It's okay. Like, I get it. I understand that because of me being, in this case, busy for the last 48 hours and I didn't send you an actual text message or I gave you a brief good morning and disappeared for the rest of the day because I got busy. And in my mind, I reached out to you. I let you know I'm thinking about you, but work got busy. Y'all would never. Now I'm not talking about you.
No. I'm just giving an example because
Right.
not all women feel that way.
I'm not saying only women. Here's the thing. That's why I said generalization. Men do it too.
Okay.
Men will say fuck that bitch in their head and then started talking to somebody else and never gave that opportunity to let them know. It was like, yo, I've been trying to get a hold of you, blase Skippy, and you never talked to you, never said anything.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like you playing with my feelings. I feel like you talking to other niggas. Like they get all this out there, and it's like all you had to say was, "Hey, good morning. Today's gonna be one of my long, busy days. I'm gonna talk to you later." Something like that could have easily rectified the situation. Just like you can say, just like it's easy, like, "Hey, I know you busy, but fam, this whole entire not hearing from you for 48 hours, that shit's not gonna slide. So either you got to put forth a little bit more effort to communicate with me, or we gonna dead this right here and stay friends."
Right.
And that's just only in those situations. Overall, we don't communicate enough with each other, period. We don't express feelings. We don't talk about things. And here's one of the biggest lack of communication things I hate to death that people do. If I ask you, are you hungry? And you say, yeah. I ask you what you got a taste for. Do not fucking say, I don't know. Bruh. Because I have turned into that nigga who will go get what I want and you just didn't eat or you get whatever I bring back.
That's a fight.
And then you know what? It's a fight that's your own fault. Okay? It's a fight that's your own fault. And I need people, both men and women, to quit doing that. If someone talks about what do you want to eat, if you say I don't know, say I don't currently have a taste for anything, but if you bring me back this, I'll eat it. If I say, hey, I'm finna go to insert favorite restaurant here, you better know what the fuck you want from that restaurant. It's your favorite. There is no excuse.
I hear a lot of people saying that. I hear a lot of people, really, like they joke about it on Facebook and stuff, but like I know people who have gotten into like full on arguments over something like that. Listen, I'm fat. You ask me what I want, I'm gonna tell you what I want. Or I'll be like, well, what do you have a taste for? What you thinking? Let me know. And then, maybe I don't have a taste for anything. What you thinking? But I'm not saying I don't know.
But you see there, right there, you at least said, I don't know, but what do you want? You are creating some dialogue. At this point in time, we gonna figure something out, whether it is getting a chicken sandwich from a nigga in a truck on 3rd Street. We gonna figure something the fuck out.
You know how many fights started over there, dog? So you just gonna come back with nothing. But you say you ain't want
You didn't want shit, so you don't get shit. Grubhub, bitch. This is what your life is now.
Or you bring back, you say you don't know what you want. You hungry, you don't know what you want. I pick what we gonna get. I go get it. I bring it. And you like, you know what? I don't really want this. What the fuck?
No. Fuck you. I'm finna eat it either right now or it's my lunch tomorrow. We are not gonna waste food around this bitch because you want to be that girl who don't want to communicate. Or you that dude over there.
Can I tell you what I hate?
What you hate, bruh?
This is what I hate. When y'all at a restaurant, like, man, you can have whatever you want. Order it. If you want 6 dishes, bitch, get it.
Get it.
But don't put your hands in my food. Like, don't put your hands on my plate. Especially when I asked you, what did you want? I didn't want that, but I want to taste something here. No, you want it then if you want to eat some of mine.
Right. This is obviously not what you wanted because you didn't.
Hey, okay, hold on. Juan, you my brother, and I would never do this to you, but I am that dude because what you ordered, even though I got what I want, yours look kind of good over there, bro.
I don't care, man.
Hey, bro, let me get that corner.
Let me get that in case you want it the next time.
All right, let me get that corner over there.
No, you cannot.
This is my thing about that. Right? This is my thing about that. Okay, I don't mind giving you some of mine, but don't ask me when I'm down to the last.
Bruh.
Now I'm like, you waited, you seen this plate full. You knew you wanted some before I got to the last. Waited till I got to the last to be like, oh, how does that taste? It tastes damn good. That's how it tastes. Next
You
time
gonna have to find out next time how it
next
tastes.
time I order it. Don't wait till I get to the last. Like, ask me when I got a plate full. You know, don't do that, man. Don't take a last to let the man's last. You know.
All right, I will give you that. Taking the last of anybody is blatantly disrespectful. I don't care if you're married or not. Okay, but I'm sorry. But I'm saying though, if you got something that look fire, I might ask to try some.
All right, so moving on, Jacob. What's your thing, man? And those that's just tuned in, we playing the game right now. The name of this game is I can give you 100 reasons why you are not the one, but I'm just gonna give you a few. Lala said inconsistency. Tone said lack of communication. DJ Favor, what's one of your things, man?
As a DJ, my boys Drew Hill did a song.
Oh shit.
That says never make a promise
you can't
keep.
Oh no.
I don't even promise, dog. I'll be like, I'll see what I can do.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, but see, what kind of promises you talking about? Because sometimes, I'm gonna say guys, because that's my experience, right? But I'm not targeting men. I know I'm in the man, right?
So, right.
But you can't tell nobody you're not never gonna leave them or you gonna love them forever because y'all think that's the heart.
Yeah,
like,
that's different.
You said you wasn't never gonna leave me. Like,
okay, you know what?
You said you wasn't never gonna hurt me. You did.
Here's the thing about this, Lala. Let me answer this. I have said this numerous before, and I'm damn near still correct about it. Most men will only give 100% to the person they love one time. Okay? So if we have mentally in our head committed that you are the one, okay? You are the one. We are going to hell and high water for you. So the minute you break up with us, break our heart, cheat on us, anything of that nature, it is over. We are no longer a good quality man. We are for the streets. Okay?
We are the community.
Okay? And we will forever, to the day we die, put that blame on you.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we openly, out loud, loved you. We told niggas we loved you. We dropped all our hoes and our potential hoes for you.
And the potential.
So then why aren't we together then?
We are not together
if you did all of that.
We are not together. We are not together because we listened to the church folks and did not live together before we got married. Therefore, I did not
go back to that.
That right there. That right there.
No. I'm talking about we're talking about two different things.
Let's be honest
messing with you.
I
said, hold on.
I said you can't tell a man that you'll never leave him because even though he's hurt you and he's the one who caused the breakup, he still feel like you're not supposed to go nowhere because you promised him that you wasn't going to.
Right, because we have given you our heart. Like, this still goes back to what I was saying. I was just being funny at the end.
But did you know? But did you if you're the one for the cause of the breakup, did you really do all that?
We were just fucking them hoes. We was gonna get right back.
Oh yeah, no, see, I don't. No, I don't do it. I don't think nobody like that.
Them hoes. Look. You were withholding sex from us for a long period of time because you was having headaches.
Y'all be into?
You was having headaches. You wasn't in the mood. You had a long day. Them kids was bothering you. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Susie at the office was like, "You looking good in them jeans."
Yeah, so, I don't know.
It was not. we still love you, but our penis said Susie know what she doing.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord,
no.
We was gonna get right back.
That's
Susie, though?
actually against the law. You know, withholding the cookie, man. That's you go to jail for that. That's a crime.
Yeah.
And because y'all don't
that's messing.
think that's a bad thing
That's
to
a
hold
crime.
the cookie.
I mean,
And
is that the reason why most relationships end? Because the woman is withholding the cookie?
Because
you know
man,
what?
you breaking
You
the
know,
law.
you want to know? No, real talk. A lot of
No,
relationships.
I don't break them kind of laws. So
No, if you want me to be 150% honest
I'm a
with you,
Cancer. So
a lot.
you know
Ooh,
what I'm saying?
you sensitive as fuck.
Yo,
I
my
don't
man,
withhold
my
the
man.
cookie.
Hey,
Look,
So
fam,
Look, Fresh even
Fam.
came on his mic.
Fam, I'm not
what we
talking about
not
you,
gonna
bro.
do.
First of all, you're not a woman. I
Right,
got
right.
Lily. Lily's a Cancer.
no, but first of all,
most
male
sensitive soul.
cancers are more in their bag than female cancers, but
Oh,
that's another show. But go ahead.
Oh,
another
I
show.
tried to deter from you, bro.
shit,
She went there.
This
But
disrespect
Shit.
is crazy.
Fresh,
like,
you all right
so
over
no,
there, Fresh? You
no, but
okay?
real talk, Lala. So that one threw me off. No, the reason why a lot of relationships are not working is because people are going into relationship with the wrong mentality.
Oh yeah,
Plain and
microwave
simple.
relationships. Yeah,
It's not even that. It's nobody knows what relationship values are anymore.
nobody dates.
We are more content with surface level representation of a relationship, and no one knows how to actually be in a relationship. We want to look good, so we want the person we went to look good that everybody admires. We want to have bomb ass sex 24/7. We want everybody to be financially at a point where they never have any problems, and we want everybody to be mentally stable, knowing that not everybody is. We have so many people dealing with their childhood trauma right now. We have people going between job issues right now because COVID is a bitch and then some. We have some people that once the sex is not as wild as it used to be, they asking themselves, why are we here? Nobody has relationship values. Nobody knows anymore how to deal with problems that are in relationships. Once an issue comes up, everybody runs from it because, oh, I'm not going to deal with that. I dealt with this previous person. People are so avoid of relationship values that we look for multiple different reasons to not even be in a relationship. I have never in my life until the last 5 years seen so many people use a person's zodiac sign as an outward excuse to not date with anybody. Oh, you're a Libra. I can't date you. You don't even know what the fuck a Libra is. So why is it the simple fact that that's a factor? No, you don't want to date a Libra because the last person you dated who was not good for you because you were only with them because they fucked you right. Now you're going to put every Libra in that same category. Think about it.
Is anybody a Libra on here?
I don't think so. That's why I purposely picked the Libra.
Oh, okay.
I don't think nobody is. But the simple fact that this is why people are they're so drawn to their zodiac sign all of a sudden. And it's more in depth to that as well, too. Number two, nobody looks at anybody's financial stabilities or instabilities. People don't understand, is this a financially sound person? No. Oh, he bought me a Gucci bag. I'm going to give him a chance. Bitch, you don't know what he did to get that Gucci bag. So for all you know, yes, he can buy you shit, but did he pay his rent last week? How far behind on his week energy bill is he? Does he actually even own his car? What is his car note? Nigga, do you know if you need to take out a personal loan, whether or not you'll get approved, or is he down at the payday loan store? You don't know what he does financially, but because he bought you this, he wears this fly outfit, he got the latest J's, you gonna give him a chance. We look at the materialistic side of everything and determine that's a relationship. We have sex 3 times and now we're a couple.
Yeah, people really do feel that way. Like people really
That's
do.
how
like,
I got my last girlfriend.
Yeah, but that's not like who
did.
wants to fall into a relationship by default. Like that's where you miss out on all the. This guy was saying how I was telling him like I don't think we're compatible. He was like, oh, that's crazy that you feel that way. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, we've been communicating back and forth, but I still don't know anything about you. And like, what do you know about me? And you're telling me that you like that you like me like that, but like, what is it that you like? And he's like, well, what don't I know about you? I'm like, what do you know about me? He's like, ask me some questions. I'm like, you know, how do I handle conflict? Do I need a minute or do I like to talk about it? You know, just stuff like that. Like, how do you not know that about a person that you've been communicating with for weeks? Like, what is it that you've really been talking about? Like, what is it? You know, people think you're supposed to have sex and then that's just it. Okay, well now, okay, when you coming over next week, you know?
That's because
what your favorite color was.
That's because people care. They asked you what your favorite color was. That's because people care more about sexual gratification than anything. I have literally sat here and watched people publicize on their timeline constantly about what they're missing, what they want, and what they need sexually, but has never said what they need emotionally or mentally. Like, I mess with Jacob about his religious preference, but being spiritually connected as a guiding point for your relationships, you tend to have less issues because you're using the Lord or whatever your religious beliefs is to narrow down your prospects. You have a common ground before you even go into this relationship to be able to have a point of reference and communication. Most people, like Juan say, ask you your favorite color, ask you your favorite food. Oh, he's cute, she's cute, that ass is fat, I gotta smash it. You smash it 3 times and now we go together.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's anybody. I don't feel like that's anybody choosing you. I think for me, I have to feel like you're choosing me. Like you're here because you want to be here. You're here because you know you choose to be, not because it's like it's just you know something to do, something to pass the time. You know, it was there, so you know. And I think it's hard for people to understand that. Like when I say that, you know, they're like.
And the second thing, though, to piggyback off of that, another reason why relationships don't last is because everybody's still thinking with the same mind state of a child. What I mean by that is everybody in here is over 30 at least, right? Okay. There's a lot of people who are in our age group, ranging from 30 to 45, who still think and want to behave like they're 20 to 25.
Yeah.
So they date like they're still 20 to 25. They move like they're still 20 to 25. They set their goals and standards of what they want in a person as the same way you do when you're 20 to 25. But then they want to pursue the women who think like they're 35, 45, 50. Whereas in a 401k, a mortgage, a car with no note, you know what I'm saying? Being able to get up and go on trips to go places that you can't just drive to is actually spending time doing stuff, working towards it, having a fucking savings account. These are the kind of women that men who still drink Coors Light want to pursue. You know what I'm saying? They're still trying to go into the club and be club promoters, but they want to date women who are established. Like, I'm 5 years away from retirement at the rate I'm going. Yet you still work at entry level at your job in the call center. I'm not knocking niggas that work at a call center because I work at a call center. I get paid damn good at the call center. But I'm only at the call center because it works within my schedule of running a business. That's another story. Or even that. No one knows how to establish themselves for long-term goals. So when it comes to relationship, they are only in the moment. Then they have kids. Okay? Now, this is on both men and women. They will have a kid and they will minimize the responsibilities of both parents in the situation. Because he cheated while you were in your first 5 years of having this kid, you no longer want him to be a responsible parent when it comes to everyday activities of the kids because you're still angry at him, so you hit him with child support. He, instead of saying, fuck you and your feelings, send me my son this weekend, they get comfortable in being okay with being part-time dads. Oh, I'll pay this child support and I'll get my son when you need me to get my son. Other than that, I'm not going to put forth no efforts in regards to it.
Yep.
Okay? So you got these people out here being part-time lovers, part-time parents, dealing with part-time relationship situations because nobody has a value of what this relationship means. Back in the days, and I hate to say that because we always talk about you not going to get the same kind of relationships your grandparents had. That's because back in the days when granddad stepped to grandma He had a game plan before he even had a first date.
Facts.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my goals in life. This is what I'm trying to do. This is where I'm trying to get. And this is where your daughter fits in my plan, sir. You rock with it or you don't. If you don't rock with it, we still gonna fuck. But if you rock with it, we gonna build a future.
Gonna build. That's right.
That's what's missing in today's society. So when you sit here and have these ignorant debates about 80-20 and 50-50, none of them matters if neither one of y'all is on the same page to make this long term.
Mhm.
So it doesn't matter if 80-20 or 50-50.
Yeah, but plus
Let's get there.
there's a lot of men and women who feel like they don't need each other. You know, there's a lot of men who feel like, you know, they don't really need a woman to, you know, add to their life or whatever the case may be. And there's a lot of women who feel like, you know, they don't need a man to add to their life. Or
And you want to know why? And I hate to say this, it's because both situations involve something called an independent woman. You have a man that was raised by an independent woman, a woman who had the mentality that she did not need another man to achieve this goal, and she raised her son to not depend on anybody. She raised her son to be her boyfriend in her head, to the point that he has no desire to put another woman in her position unless it's for sexual gratification. Therefore, he moves solo in everything he does. Because if you can't be equal to how I view my mom, you are not on my level no matter what it is you do. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, you have the actual independent woman herself, who refuses to prove to the man that she last dated that she needs a man to be successful. Because society has abled a woman to be 100% self-sufficient, whether she out here grinding, getting it on her own, or the government is assisting her, as long as you don't have a man in this equation. Because when you have a girl that's going to school or working a job or building a career, they will always teach her that having a man beside you is going to hinder you. It's going to slow you down. It's going to throw you off track. Being in love will take you off your goal, to the point that you turn into a cold-hearted woman who a man has to literally put up with all your bullshit to even get an opportunity, because you put up such a big wall that you prove to the whole world that you can do this without anybody. And the only time you want a man is because you too get tired of playing with your toys and you need sexual gratification.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes to a point where everybody is like, fuck the other side of the coin. I can do this without you. When in actuality, if you just get off your high horse, both man and woman, and say, hey, I love you. You doing what you doing. I'm doing what we doing. But imagine what we can do together. And that will change the fucking game.
Bruh.
Because if you think about it, the black family is the only family that has this fucking problem. 97% of all race, creeds, and colors outside the United States, they literally still have prearranged marriages to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. They have races that would say, look, you go out there and have all the fun you want to, but when it's time to settle down, you marry your own kind. Unless you marrying white, because white gets you places. White folks, dead ass. This is not even being a joke. Foreigners who come over to America, they tell you, go marry you a white man or a white woman, because they'll get you places. But the black community, we strive extra hard to prove to the opposite sex that we can do without you. Niggas will spend all day down talking women, talking about how useless they are. Women will spend all day talking about how niggas ain't shit. And we're all struggling. Meanwhile, the Asian community is over here dating and thriving. And we wondering why.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I know we got away from your. I know we got away from your.
I apologize.
Your broken promises.
No, this is good. I'm enjoying this conversation.
I apologize. I started potting.
No, man.
I forgot what it's like to be in the cave.
You said a lot, dog.
For a minute, it's all good.
I ain't even finna knock because shoot, everything y'all was saying was real stuff. So, hey, yeah. Go ahead.
I just want you to know, Lala, I was not attacking you.
Oh, I don't feel attacked at all.
It's just good to have a woman who's very expressive on the other side of the microphone.
No. I don't feel attacked at all. I'm not an independent, strong woman that I feel like I don't need a man. I'm not one of those. So, you know, I'm independent. I'm strong, but I still need a man.
That's a show. Tune in next time. No,
right. We'll have to talk about that one day.
Let's go.
Sorry though, Jacob. What were you saying about the broken promises?
No.
I'm sick and tired of the broken promises.
That's what I was just saying when I said broken promises.
I'm sick and tired of you broken promises.
Stop. Don't do her like that.
I'm just saying, you know, they made a song said, don't make promises you can't keep. That's all I was saying. You know what I'm saying? If you don't,
I go into detail. He is correct.
So that's your reason for why people are single, because they make
people come to the table with stuff that they can't even bring to the table. That's my issue.
So they're lying?
Why are you bringing stuff to the table and saying stuff that you know you ain't gonna hold up your end on? That's my issue. That's not why I'm single.
Not you, but
that's an issue. That's a major issue with me.
So people lie.
Yeah, lies, man, all the time.
Oh
the time.
What are some of these lies that they say?
In the beginning.
Damn, God created heaven and earth.
They bring up all kind of stuff. Come on, Tom. You know this, man. In the beginning, everybody wants to look good. So they say all types of craziness off the wall. I'll never do this and I'll never do that. And this is what's going to happen during a relationship. This is the type of person I am. I've never done this before, but if you do your research, all kind of stuff pops up. But we don't do that, though. See, we don't do research. We don't check people out. We just take them on as a word.
That's face value.
This is what it is. Yeah, okay, so blah, blah, blah. But then when you get in the relationship, and you find out certain things, you be tripping. But you was okay with it in the beginning, even let you know you ain't even looked for it. So, I don't know. That's my issue. That's my hang up right now. That's because I ain't gonna go into that. Anyway.
So some people are single because they lie too much. They're not who they say they are.
Well, okay, let me make sure I hear you correctly.
Is anybody who they say they are?
No, that's what I'm getting ready to. I think what you're trying to say is people are putting on a facade.
Yeah.
And you're dating the facade. So when you come to find out this is how a person really are, you're like, I'm already here. Should I leave? Should I stay? This is not what I wanted to begin with. Like, for an example, it goes back like when you go to the club. I don't know if people still do this now with this new day and age, but people will go out to the club and they would dress up and put on a persona of how they are. They would look flashy. They would look like they of money and they doing it big. And you're interested in that. This girl wears this tight skirt and the nice outfit and the makeup on and the dope ass wig. And that's who you become attracted to. That's who you fall in love with. That's who you want to get to know better. And then when you come to find out, like you go on this date and he's a cheapskate. And you go on this, you go on this date with her and you find out in actuality, she's 7 shades darker with facial blemishes. Like, I get it. I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's a big issue. Like, social media is a huge proprietor of that. Like Lala said, you get a profile picture of me, you gonna get me. You're not gonna get this best glam shot from my cousin's wedding 3 years ago.
Yeah.
you gonna get how I look
But that's
within the
not
last
everybody,
30 days. Not
I
everybody.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
Not everybody, but it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
People show up with
Listen, I don't want nobody to be in shock looking
Wait,
at
say
my
it
profile picture and then go through, you know what I mean? We video chat and they like, well, where's the chicken? Where's the chicken in the profile picture?
Like that is not
Like that was my representative.
Exactly. Too many people have a representative. They don't show who they truly are until months on end. You got to show who you are from the door. Let the person know if they want to deal with it or if they don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like you walking down the aisle, like I don't even know who you are.
And then a lot of times having the hard conversations. A lot of people don't have the hard conversations. They have the conversations about all the stuff that feels good, all the stuff, all the flowers and hearts and rainbow bunnies and shit or whatever. But you got to have them hard conversations too, because if you don't have them now, they're not going anywhere. You know, they're gonna surface up later.
Yeah, they're gonna come up.
Yeah, early on.
Yeah, you don't know. You won't even know if you can handle them later because you didn't have them from the beginning to know, you know what I'm saying, exactly. So, you know, what you can handle or what you're willing to accept. Everybody has baggage. Everybody. Some people have a little tote bag. Some people got a full-blown suitcase. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has baggage. But you can't see what I don't like is people lying and misleading. And you're taking away that person's choice to make a found decision if they can handle you and your baggage, or if your baggage is too much, and you might have to find somebody else who, you know, your baggage is good enough for. It's a good fit. A lot of times, people with showing up with that representative, it's a false it's a false image of who you really are. Like there's somebody out there for everybody, but taking away someone's choice, lying and deceiving them and pulling their wool over your eyes, like I don't, you know, I'm not for that. That's one of my things or whatever, you know, like mischieving. Don't stop taking away a person's choice. Show them who you really are. And you know, too many people don't do why. That's why you have relationships that last a couple of months. Next, you know, they ain't together. You know, 1 month you all over Facebook. This my boo. This my baby. This my bae. The next thing you know, living that single life again. You know, like,
And then sometimes it's over like the stupidest stuff. Like, you know, okay, yeah, you may have some people who, you know, they're trying to hide their baggage, they're trying to hide, you know, whatever. But then you get some people who just like they're willing to do anything to impress you. Like they just want to, you know, impress you. And like 9 times out of 10, it's like that's not even impressive to me. Like, I don't even care about that stuff. Like, what's your heart like? What, you know, how do you communicate? You know, how do you process anger? How do you, you know, what does love mean to you? Like, what is disappointment to you? You know, how do you?
What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it. What's love but a second hand emotion?
Oh my goodness!
It's fresh coming in with the harmony.
He's a heart, man.
Oh my goodness! I wish we could hear Miss Mac, but we can't.
Miss Mac, I know, right? She's been like in and out. Really, I don't know, technical difficulties. Can't really get her input. This is definitely a topic we would love for her to chime in.
Heck yeah.
You know, chime in because it's a lot of that misrepresentation out there.
We're gonna definitely have y'all back in the
And
cave.
some people think that it's like harmless and it's not. You know, it's like it could be like, you know, it could be like the smallest thing. Like this one guy was like, oh yeah, I be in the studio with Diddy, you know what I'm saying? And you know, whatever. And I'm like, okay. Are you really? Because like, I mean, I don't really care.
I don't care.
That's not impressive to me. You know what I mean? And I was like trying to say it nice. I was like, yeah, but you know, I'm not worried about all that. And he was like, well, what you trying to say? And I'm like, no, I'm just saying, like, I mean, you don't have to say those things to impress me because I know who Diddy is as I know who he is as a person. Like, I know people who have worked with him. I'm not impressed. Like, if anything, you better be. Well, let me not say that. let me not say that on the show. But yeah, like I'm just like, that's not impressive to me. And he was like, so like what you trying to say? I was like, I'm not saying that you're lying, but I'm just saying, you know, if you're saying that to impress me, I'm not impressed by those things. Like that's not impressive to me.
Yeah.
I don't have I don't have a goal of like going to Diddy's house and being at one of his parties, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's not impressive.
No one should have a dream about being at a Diddy party because you don't know what the hell is going on at a Diddy party.
Right. Like I'm just like, but that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not like a goal of mine. Like I'm a like behind the scenes type of person. I'm not really like, you know, like I'm not, that's not impressive to me. He was offended.
Because those are dudes who feel like you are supposed to bite the flash and flare.
Right.
Like that goes back to the whole entire let me show you what I have and be an ooh and ah of it. Like I have a job for the city where I make 6 figures a year. And that's supposed to be the only thing that makes you be like, here, the pussy's yours. Right. Or I drive a Tesla. Ooh, let's go fucking it. Or, hey, I hang out with these people. Ooh, I want to be around you to be around them.
It's like I'm trying to find out why I should give you my heart. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. None of that's going to qualify because, you know, when you get done wrong and your contract ain't right and you don't have no money, like that's not what's going to get who you're connected to is not. That's not going to make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at all. I think like for me, you know, like. I need that genuine connection. I need to know that, like, whether we have money or not, like, you know, we're going to struggle through. We're going to figure it out, though. Like, we're going to love each other through it. We're going to be friends through it. We're going to, you know, we're both go-getters. Like, we, you know, like, that's the stuff that I need to know. Like, I could care less. You know, I couldn't care less about, you know, those type of things, you know? And it's just, like, a lot of times nowadays, like, because of, like, social media and the way society is now, they want to impress you.
Yeah, of course.
And it's like, so what happens when you run out of things to be impressive? Like, what or what happens when you have to like really live your real life? And we're spending time together now, and we're starting to see that like that's not really what it was. Like, whether I wanted you to be that or not, now I'm seeing that like, okay, so you really just lied to me for no reason. Right. What else are you capable of lying about?
Exactly. Everything. Really got to sit down and have a conversation.
I don't think he lied for no reason.
They do lie for no reason, and we know they do.
I mean, you lying for no reason because if I like you and I was going to give it up anyway, you lied for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I mean, some people. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Liars. Some people just really like. It don't matter what the conversation is about. You could be talking about, oh man. You know, did you? I had some new, you know, I tried those new Doritos that's out. You know, like, oh, word, yeah, I tried them too, man. I bought like 10 bags of them. You know,
like they always got to one up you. Like, why, bro? It don't matter. Fucking Doritos, my God. No one cares.
Like, yeah, I hope that makes But some people need to feel better. People always laugh when I'm on the phone and somebody like cut me off on the road, like. This is something that it just boils my blood, right? I know this is a little off topic, but this is something that boils like it just makes my blood boil. So like if we're driving and then like you feel like you gotta like you can't let me over or you gotta go speed up and then like we both sitting at the red light, I'm just like, man, I hope that makes you feel good. Like I hope like you must not win in life to where you feel like you gotta win by passing me and almost causing an accident because just so you could speed up and get one car ahead of me. Like I hope that makes you feel accomplished in life. Like I really hope that it does because you must lose so much that you needed to get this small win.
What color was that car that cut you off, Lala?
Not so much. Like
Lala, what color was that car? Because you just.
Yeah, it happens though.
It happens, and it frustrates me. Like I don't have road rage, but I'm just saying, like I don't really have road rage, but this little stuff like that.
Are you sure?
I think I'll be hanging out the window with the 4/5. Like
no. You know what? But the crazy thing is you can't even express your frustration with people nowadays because now they'll they'll offer you right on the highway.
that's true.
Folks is crazy. They don't have no, and that's the
careful.
problem for a lot of people is that they don't have any coping skills. You know, they weren't taught that, so they don't have coping skills. So it's like something goes left, and oh my goodness, they just can't. You know what I'm saying? But some people do. Like, I mean, you know, maybe some people just, you know, lie because they need to get that win. You know what I mean? Maybe they need to feel like they win it. Maybe they don't have nothing else going for themselves. But
they better play video games then.
You definitely got to be careful.
Got to be.
You better play some video games.
It's a different world, man. The world's totally different, man.
Well, they have metaverse and all of that stuff happening, so you know, people can be whoever they want to be.
Oh, listen, I'll tell you, you gotta be careful, man. You don't know what you're running into.
The Matrix is real. There might be a variant out there that's gonna replace you. I watch Loki.
This nigga here, dog.
Wake up one day and your variant is living your life.
Oh God!
Calm down. Better calm down.
You don't know.
All right.
You don't know, man. Really don't. All
right. So since we let's move past that because we know Jacob hate liars. But I got one for you. I got one for you, dog.
Okay.
All right.
This one. Yeah, give us
another reason why your relationship don't work. You do not have mental stability.
Yeah.
Now, let me go ahead and clarify this real quickly. I'm not saying when niggas like that's a crazy bitch or that's a crazy nigga. I'm talking about the ones who do not know how to process situations properly. They have no true coping mechanism. They get around something and they choose violence off top. Or when we're having a discussion, you don't know how to actually communicate without getting loud or getting angry. And women, please, I need y'all to stop doing something. We as men, we want to be a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more confiding in y'all. We want to trust y'all a little bit more with our personal feelings and problems. Y'all gotta stop throwing that shit back in our face when y'all angry. Okay? That is the number one reason why men bottle so much shit up. Because we feel like we can't trust nothing to y'all. I tell you that I had an issue as a child where I have a particular fear. And the minute you are mad at me about something, you are telling everybody I did that. Or you are throwing it, yo, bedwetting ass nigga. Like, why?
Why?
Are you wetting the bed, though?
No, I am not.
She would come in right now.
I am not.
Back in the building.
I am not. But my whole thing is, y'all, whenever there's debate going on, I have come to the realization that women, regardless of whatever the debate is, y'all have to be right when it's all said and done.
No, that's not true.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Okay. What I mean by right, I don't mean that if I'm saying this is black and you're saying it's blue, you gonna keep arguing until I say fine, it's blue. What I mean by that y'all have to be right is whatever the situation that we're debating on in that moment, y'all, instead of admitting, you know what, you right, I'm sorry about that, you'll bring up a whole nother situation that we were wrong at.
Just to be right.
No, let's just
so you can have the win.
Let's say some women, because not all women.
You know what, Lala? I apologize. Not all women.
Let's say some women, because some women know how to pick and choose our battles. Some women know.
Okay,
some women
I'm sorry.
know how to pick and choose our battles.
Right, and y'all knowing how to pick and choose what to cut deep with us on too.
And like you said, you'll pick a battle. They'll pick an old battle and compare it to the new battle and be like, nah, because it all ties together. That shit has nothing to do with what we talking about now. That was last year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't relate, but that definitely describes my daughter's father's behavior. So I mean, he's not a woman. So
Oh man.
And it go both ways.
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
Just like you, I'm only speaking to women because that's who I deal with in
Right.
that type of settings, and that's who has done it. Now,
So
the
we're
thing
going to
they
say the women that you have dealt with.
nope,
right?
nope, because can't say that because I've heard many men, even the two on the phone on this episode with me, just agree with it that it's happened. Women do this. Not all of y'all do it.
Not all.
Okay, let me correct
Some.
that right now.
Okay.
No,
All right.
no, it's more than some.
It's most. I'm gonna say most.
It's more than some.
A
I'm gonna
lot
say
of them.
most.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of y'all that do
Not
it. Okay?
all, but it's
I'ma
a
say
lot.
Y'all, and here's the thing, Lala. It is so exponential that y'all do it that a lot of y'all do it and don't realize y'all did it until we said, "Why'd you have to go there?"
Right.
And
Right.
then you click in y'all head, "Yeah, I did say that for no reason."
Yeah.
And now y'all want to apologize for that, but not what the original discussion was about.
That's if the apology happens.
Bruh.
So you may not consciously do it, Lala, but if
First
you
of all,
think back to some Seneca, you have done it because
I'm
I've
a
listened to you do
communicator,
it.
so that doesn't.
Like
Yeah.
before you even speak,
That's why
I've
she's
heard
quiet.
you do it.
First of all,
I've heard you do it.
That's why she quiet, because she knows. She like, yeah, I ain't gonna
No,
say
she
nothing.
ain't quiet. Y'all just don't hear it. She's not quiet.
Okay.
oh, go ahead then.
Go ahead, Seneca.
no, I mean, I think that you got it. You had some good points earlier, so I'm gonna let you take it on this one. And actually, I just want to say shout out to everybody. I love y'all so much. I was having some audio problems, but it sounds good on the site. And Lala, girl, you've been holding it down, boo. So
But I missed you though. I'm like,
I miss you too.
you know, Tone just jumping all over me. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I'm sorry,
No,
Lala.
he is. Tom is
You
being very
Here we
No.
assertive.
go.
Like,
I'm
No.
just playing. I'm just playing.
you just happen to be the only person on this conversation who happens to be of the opposite sex. So unfortunately, you are taking the brunt of the
Taking the
attack.
Now listen, Cal tell you I can handle it. You know, I can
Yeah,
handle myself.
most definitely. Lala, I say Lala, Seneca, and there's been four women.
Came in the cave, came back.
Lala, Seneca, Queen, and
Clarissa.
five. To this day, it started off. It was only two. It has grown to five, and I really think that's where it's gonna stop. It's Lala, Seneca, Queen, Clarissa, and Jeannie.
Oh yeah,
That episode was epic too.
yeah.
That was
I
epic.
forgot about that.
That was
yeah.
epic. That was like Venus versus Mars, man. Like that. But
Man.
that's it. That's it. Like so, yeah. Definitely. Shout out to y'all. Definitely shout out to y'all. Y'all hold it down for the women. Y'all hold it down.
And Seneca, we didn't get yours.
what?
Your
Did you hear? Okay, I can give you. This is what it is. This is a little game we was playing. We was giving our thing, and what it is I can give you 100 reasons why you are not the one for me, but I'll just give you a few.
Okay. And this is about who now?
It's
other people.
She's like, wait, let me in particular.
Right. Everybody went around
See though?
reason. We gave two so far. Everybody gave a reason. Lala cut it off. She said inconsistency. Tone said lack of communication. Jacob said
Liars.
You know what I'm saying? And then what the hell did I say? I forgot what I said.
You didn't say nothing. I just jumped you.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Tone just jumped me or whatever. So I'll come back to me.
What?
But yeah, that's. Oh no, I did give one. I said not being your true self.
True self, yeah. People giving their
that's right.
representatives.
Yeah.
Showing me your representative, but not your true self.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now it's on you, Miss Mac.
Okay.
Black, with silver
If
buttons,
I
buttons,
must
buttons.
be very frank and earnest,
Mhm.
if you're like overly religious, I can't do it.
Sorry, Jacob.
Explain overly religious.
Sam,
Because
you
I
know
I
exactly
feel
what
attacked
over
right
religious
now.
is. You know exactly what overly
If
religious
you
is.
gotta ask, then you already know.
So what you're saying
Mhm.
is, I can't call you and say, "Hey, praise the Lord." I
No,
just wanted to.
no, you better not. You better
No,
not. And I'm
no,
gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you
no.
why.
Like, hey, girl, I had to
Tell
smack
you
that
why.
ass in the name of the Lord.
Wow.
Oh
Exactly.
my.
And that's exactly
Well,
why.
are you hear this? Are you
Oh,
listening to this?
oh my.
Wow.
I might have to get off.
Because
I might have to leave on that one.
because with that same tongue that you trying to say you want to pray and
Mhm,
praise the Lord,
mhm.
when I
Uh-oh.
see you, you're gonna be all in the flesh,
Right.
acting all secular and everything. And you are the confused one, not
Yep.
me.
I agree.
Oh,
That they are. Yeah.
So I can't do the overly religious because they are usually a bit
Okay. So I got a
confused.
question.
Wow.
But if he's over here being over secular, if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing,
She
you
said
saying, "Oh
overly
God,"
religious.
anyway.
right.
She didn't say over secular.
I'm just saying, if he over there trying to be secular, you saying, "Oh God," I feel like we both on the same page at this point.
Like
You know
thou
what,
No,
Tom?
no,
shalt,
Tom,
no,
we're not
no,
gonna do
no,
this today. No, we're
no.
thou
not.
shalt
We're
lay hands.
Because I
Look,
value your
sacrilegious
values.
stuff.
So if
Right.
you
look,
are religious, I'm gonna be religious with you. But
Like, you
look.
don't.
can't
God,
even be true to yourself. You know, you
Thank
can't even
God
be
you.
true to
gave
your own
me.
beliefs.
Thank
God
you.
gave me the gift of gab, and I'm gabbing on that thing. So
Oh,
y'all just gonna have to
Lord
accept the
forgive me.
fact that
He
me and
did.
my Jesus got this conversation
He did
and just
not mean
understand
that
it.
just now.
Yes, he did.
That thou shalt lay hands and talk tongues.
Wow.
In the name
Thank you for joining us on the Man Cave.
I'm just saying.
Let me stop.
let it be, let it be, let it be.
Man.
Let it be, let it be.
But
Wow.
I honestly think that within any relationship, when someone is overly religious, they're usually judgmental and it usually brings forth unforeseen issues and issues that are underlined, and they usually don't come out until there's like a big blow up and it's like, I didn't even know you hated me that much. It's like, you know what, you sinner, or you ain't know this, you ain't know that. It's like, hold on, I know you was harboring all these feelings deep down inside. So
Feeling.
yeah,
Nothing more
just
than
be with
feeling.
someone who is unconditional. And for me, yeah, if you're overly religious, I think that it can,
So am I wrong for stop talking to a chick because she was religious?
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's
So I'm not wrong then.
So
Okay,
Hell
cool.
no.
just
Cause she
because
kept,
she
she kept,
religious, I thought you
cause she
said
kept.
overly religious.
No, okay, but like,
Man,
if you ask me how do I feel about church,
That's a whole
and I'll
nother
be
conversation,
and I'll be
man.
like, church is cool, but I ain't going. And then you be like, well, why
Going
won't
to
you go to
hell.
church?
see, and there goes the judgment. There goes the judgment.
What you mean you ain't going? Let me lay hands on you.
And like, so my counterpoint, like, I was like, well, you don't smoke weed. She was like, no. I was like, why don't you smoke? Why don't you try it? And she's
right.
like, that's not the same. I'm like, that is the same. You telling me I should try Jesus, I'm telling you try this Kush. Same thing.
Boy.
Was it from Cali?
Oh God. What does it matter where it's
It
from?
might have been from Georgia. It might have been from Georgia.
Hey, fam, if it was
Was
from
it from
Cali,
Cali?
God planted those himself. You know what I'm saying?
Here
Nah,
we go.
it was from Tyrone.
No, I don't trust that nigga.
I had somebody told me that.
The guy real name is
And I
Tyrone.
think Tone did it. I think Tone brought it back up.
I
Like,
told
well,
you
God
God
made
is
it.
Tyrone. What?
He did it.
Right.
Ty.
Weed
Huh?
is an actual plant. It's not from a factory. It's not processed. You can literally go outside in your front yard and put it in the soil. So therefore, God made it.
You heard it here first. Go check
Yeah.
out Tone.
And God's name is
Check out
Tyrone.
his soil.
Ty. His name is Ty. Oh man.
But we didn't get freshes either.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Yes. You're right. Thank you, Lala. Okay, so Fresh, this is the question. I can give you 100 reasons why you are not the one for me, but I'm just gonna give you a few. Now, I should have gave the explanation first, but I gave the question first, so I'll just backtrack. We all went around the table, and we gave a reason why someone is not the person for us. Our pet peeves, things that's just like for us in a relationship.
You want a real
Don't
reason?
tell
or you
Fresh
want
not
like
to
a
go
petty
into the
reason?
full bag.
Whatever you feel in your heart, God, whatever you
At this
bless us with.
at this point in time, I've already done enough damage. He can't make it no worse.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I want to talk to you if you got like booty fingers.
Booty
Wait,
fingers.
what is that?
Booty
You ever seen somebody who like they bite their nail down to like the nub or like the meat is hanging over their? Yeah, I can't talk to you because I don't want you to touch me at
I'm
this
sorry.
point because I don't like
My
how your
mind
hands
went somewhere else when you said that. Lord have mercy.
Booty fingers.
Yeah, that's what we call them. We call them booty fingers.
Booty fingers.
Boy, I really went to another place.
Oh man, they got messing with us heathens.
Like,
Oh God.
you ain't never
Okay.
seen somebody like bite their.
I'm glad you cleared that up,
all
bro.
the way to the meat, fam. Like it looks.
I know what you're talking about, Fresh. I know what you're talking
I know
about.
exactly what he's talking about.
Right.
I'm so glad you cleared that up. Go ahead.
I wasn't expecting that.
It's one.
Yeah.
Never expect anything.
No booty fingers.
Wow.
One is not going to be your philosophically deep one.
I got
He's going to be your realistic. These are shit us niggas really care about ones.
There's a man I'm working on that too.
Jesus loves you.
Rough.
Jesus loves you.
So that's the biggest reason why somebody is single.
That's why he's single.
That's the booty fingers.
That's why he's single.
Every woman he sees don't have pedicure and manicure.
Oh man.
Bro, you ain't got. Hold on. Don't be dating these women with no manicures, bro. Like that is
If
not.
they fingers like, never mind. Continue.
That is not.
Chicks with booty fingers are disgusting.
That is socially unacceptable.
No.
Can't trust them. You got the booty fingers. Can't trust you.
Nothing intellectual. Nothing.
Why are y'all?
If your hands look like that, I'm not even gonna get to know you.
You asked.
I'm not worried about how you think, because you didn't think enough of yourself to not do that to your hand.
Oh my!
Take care of your hands. How you gonna take? I see your logic, man.
Personal
Right. It's like when women meet dudes, like sometimes they look at you from like the foot up, and if you got on busted shoes, they're not gonna talk to you.
They're not
This is
gonna.
true.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
That is very true.
Yeah.
So if I look at your hands and I know your hands not together, I know your feet not together.
Oh my!
And if your feet not together, then I know your ass ain't together.
Oh God, here we go.
And your breath probably stink. You see, all these are visual things that will stop me from getting to know you intellectually. And you could probably be a genius, the best girl in the world, but how you presented yourself, I was like, nah. I had common sense enough to look good when I walked out the house. Why didn't you?
Oh my!
Wow.
Wow!
That
Well,
was an attack. You really feel that, don't you?
America.
What is her name? What is her name, Fresh?
I still remember the name, bro. Like, oh God.
She said, matter of fact, I don't like you anyway. You got booty fingers.
See, and at this moment, this is when women would throw that insulting comment of something Juan emotionally shared with her in his face.
Well, he probably didn't share anything emotional with her because he can't get past her fingers.
They could have been friends. He just couldn't date her. You can be friends with someone, and all of a sudden that friend was like, "Hey, Fresh, I kind of like you. I think we should go out sometimes." And Juan would be like, "No, your finger. I don't trust you. I don't trust you with the blunt."
No.
So she'd be
Damn.
like, "Fuck you, you fat motherfucker," and then she goes on a tirade talking about him, and that's why back in the 8th grade this happened to you. And bro's like, "Whoa,
They be
that
digging,
wasn't
dog.
necessary."
So I guess it's safe to say if it's wintertime and she got on gloves, you ain't even gonna continue the conversation until you see.
Let me see your hands.
Let me see your fingers real quick. Let me
Take them gloves off, girl.
Most girls be too busy trying to be cute, so 9 times out of 10, she probably ain't got nothing on.
Oh my!
Oh,
My.
Wow. Well,
okay.
Wow.
there you have it.
There it is.
Fresh in the cave.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
I'm not trying to be rude. It's just, dang,
Yeah, you are.
Like,
Doing a
look, bro,
damn good job at it.
Women is not dating people who, like, if your teeth ain't good, like, they're not fucking with you, fam.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
my thing is, if women have these high standards or whatever standards that they want men to keep, why can't we be the same way?
Nah, and we know but see, this the thing. We supposed to be the same way. It's just a lot of men ruined it way back in the day, and it just kind of stuck. So now, when a man like yourself and us actually have standards in the list, now it's strange, it's odd, because men back in the day was just accepting anything. All you had to have was a damn post and look and have a fatty in your jeans and look some type of, and they was just, oh man, she bad, she this, she that. So women develop the mentality that, oh yeah, a man gonna fuck with anything, a man going this, a man going that, and when they run across those who don't, it's strange to them, it's odd. Something must be wrong with you. And it's like, no, I just have standards the same way you do. It's like we are supposed to have standards, but too many.
Absolutely.
Too many.
Everybody should have standards and preferences and stuff, but when it gets to a point where, like, if you're asking something of, somebody, you should be able to hold yourself to that same standard.
That right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be a big dude, like, oh, I don't deal with fat girls. Because
hey,
now, I can see
hold on now.
No, wait,
as
wait.
a member of the 3X community, we already know what we bring in. We don't want to match that across the table.
I mean, no, I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is, I'm saying in a judgmental way, like, you can't be a big dude, and I'm not just talking about like, husky. I'm saying like you can't be a fat man and be like, oh, I don't like fat girls because they just let themselves go. Like, what's your excuse? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's another.
Is he a well-kept fat man?
Right, that makes a difference. We could have been born fat, and we just learned to work with it, or we could have been an athletic nigga who got injured, so we became fat.
That part.
Okay, because that's me.
Okay, but my thing is, you going off topic. What I'm
saying,
you
can't.
No, what I'm saying is your preference is your preference. There's nothing wrong with a big man being like, I'm already big. What I'm gonna do with a big girl? Like, okay, I like skinny women. Okay, cool. I could understand that. But don't down a fat girl because she's fat and you're fat.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. No, I feel what you're saying.
Like, your preference is your preference, but don't be like, you know what I'm saying, downing the next person. Like, oh yeah, I don't see how. Yeah, no, like, okay, but what's your excuse? You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you can't be judgy in your, approach. That's all.
I feel you.
You're not holding yourself to those same extent.
I feel you. A lot of people do that. They will talk down on a situation, but secretly be smashing it. So I feel you.
Sound like Twitter.
More sound like Facebook right now
Sound
too.
like Twitter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They ain't never stopped.
Standards, man. I got standards, and that's the thing. I've always had standards. I've always been that guy that has standards. I've answered that question a few times or whatever. Like, oh, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nah, I know. I don't want to take it there with you. Put your clothes on.
Right.
Oh my.
Bitches don't want to date niggas flipping burgers at McDonald's, and I don't want to date hoes with booty fingers.
Right.
Wait, did you say put your clothes on?
Yeah.
So y'all got to like the actual almost getting it in and.
Oh no! Let me tell you, I've had situation where I walked in the room. And it was there, and I was like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Nah. We're not taking it there. Not taking it there."
Right. Why we can't say no?
And he's like, "Oh," and then you know what happened after
I
that?
didn't say y'all can't say no.
You know
no means no.
Yeah.
You know what happened after that?
Man, say they calling you gay ASAP.
Bruh.
You don't like a fag. You know what? You can't handle a woman like me anyway. That's why.
That part.
I was trying to help you out, and then I'm like, yeah, but you was just in my butt. You was just in my bed.
In your butt. Well, hold on, bro.
Whoa.
That was the type. No. You just in my bed, ready to give it to me now. You trying to help me out. You trying this, that. Come on, just take it as no. I don't want to do them things with you. I never had a problem doing that.
I thought you were saying like you invited them to that, and then
no, we were supposed to just be chilling. We were just supposed to be chilling, you know. It was a homie or whatever. We were chilling, and
so they was just throwing it at you. You were like,
It
went there.
Oh,
I'm like, whoa, what are you doing?
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you what she started off with. She started off with, oh, I want to see where homegirl. I want to see what homegirl was talking about you if all that's true. See. And I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean? So actually, I was messing with her friend.
So basically, she tried to sweat you out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She wanted to know if what she heard was true, and I'm like, whoa, we ain't going there. We're not going there. Nah, I'm not doing.
You can't be slutting the homie out, fam. That's terrible.
I'm not just gonna be giving myself all around like that's wrong with you, man.
We got standards around here.
Fresh would have did it.
Oh wow. Fresh, get up,
Yo,
Fresh.
Time out. You're not just gonna call me a hoe. I'm not just a whore.
Me like that, man.
She basically just called you a man whore, bro.
Bro, you give it. You get.
If it was Lala,
Fresh would be like, word. Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all didn't hear that.
I give it a
Fresh would have been like, it's true.
I give it up for Lala.
Oh, shit,
now. Suck it now. Join us next time.
Oh, he jump on right now. That brings us.
My bad. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that. I didn't mean to.
Join us next week.
I'm trying to be under your bus.
Oh my.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, we gonna bring Fresh and Lala back.
Look, hold on. Oh,
filthy.
Hold up.
This is filthy. I'm out.
Damn.
Said it got filthy.
Wow.
This is not what I'm here for. This is not.
Hold on now.
This is not what we do on the love tour.
I don't know. You got love, you sure? I don't know.
Love comes in many forms, Tone.
Oh, shit now.
Wow.
You just trying to be love on top. That's what you is. Stop listening to Beyonce.
Lala, he gonna start singing "I Give Myself Away" in a minute.
Oh my!
I'm just saying, bro. I got love in many forms.
He's a Cancer. He can't help it. He can't help it.
I'm a Cancer.
He's a Cancer.
I love love.
Yo, Lala got Fresh getting all emotional and in touch with his.
Hold on.
We ain't never seen this in the game, bro.
Side of this man. God damn.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. First and foremost, let's back it up. One, okay. I need you to just go ahead and stop being the person who gets mad at certain Cancer stereotype, but then turn around and accept the other one. Either you're taking them all or you don't claim none.
No,
You can't pick and
hold
choose.
on, because all cancer stereotypes are not true.
No, the sensitive one is 100% true, and my nigga fight that one
I mean,
tooth and nail.
okay, it
no matter
is.
what bunch you
But,
bring in,
but
no
if
matter
you
what
really,
kid, if the
if
sun
you
was up, the
really
moon was
know
out.
me, you know I'm sensitive. Now it takes a lot for you to see it.
It's just the way you say it. Like, you can't say sensitive in a disrespectful tone. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, don't,
Yeah.
It is me. I say
put your-
everything in a disrespectful
Yeah,
tone
he
when I'm
does.
Well, I'm
talking
not
to my
saying you.
brother.
I'm just saying people in general. Like, they usually come at us like, oh, sensitive ass. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like, no.
Yeah, that's how we gonna say it.
But that's what
No.
you did. You
Like,
being
no,
an old
that's not
sensitive ass.
it. No.
I love love, bro. I'm just trying to be
Oh
loved.
man, look.
I
Lala,
beat your
can't
ass
have
if you think you're
Lala, we
sweet.
can't have you on the phone on the show. We got Fresh on here. You got Fresh getting all emotional.
Bruh.
Oh,
We ain't
stop.
used to this.
We ain't never seen
you
this side of
fish
Fresh in the cave.
Oh, that's because we on a love tour.
Oh, the love tour.
Yeah,
We done.
Oh, we are.
That's
Oh,
what it
okay.
is. Okay.
That's what's happening. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Love is in the air. Okay.
I've been loved, Lala. She just don't. She ignore my inboxes, low key.
She be
I would too.
Oh,
You
it's
be in
all
a
coming
DM?
out.
Yo,
We
he's
don't
lying
care.
here. He is
Look at
really,
Lala face.
Lala,
is
you
really-
ain't telling Fresh be in your DM.
he is really
Oh,
lying.
shit. God
He is-
damn.
He
It
is
go
really,
down in the DM.
he is lying.
Down in the DM.
Hey,
Oh,
look,
Fresh, now you
wanna
gonna
hear
have
what
your
Seneca
tribe
gotta
after
say
me.
now.
Now your tribe's gonna be after me.
we gonna look.
I've learned
Lala, we
to
gonna
read
address
the
this on the next
room.
episode.
When they don't
gonna address this.
respond, you just gotta put it back in the bag and go home.
Y'all better not listen to him.
If you send 3 DMs in a row and they don't respond, it's time to bounce.
Yeah, let it go.
That-
He
I
has
wouldn't
never
even-
sent me no DMs. He's not telling.
I
He is not
wasn't-
interested.
I wasn't even finna send 3 tone. You know, I'm one and done. You don't respond.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
got-
Because
I
we
know you
don't
wasn't
chase.
gonna respond.
Yeah,
on
we
the
don't have
second
time
one.
for that.
See, that's
We
that
don't
cancer
chase.
shit.
Yeah, we don't chase.
This
We
has
don't do
turned
that.
into this has turned into the cancers tonight, boy. Y'all over here, y'all showing y'all
Wow.
feelings.
First of
Love.
all, y'all terrible human beings, and I'm here for it. Secondly, I got shit to do. My phone about to die. But y'all stay up. Make sure y'all check us out this Saturday as we continue on the love tour. Ironically, it's the opposite of this episode because we're talking about relationship isn't the end goal. As we sit and have few people come and join us that they really just don't want to be in a relationship, but they love to date. So
Wow.
yeah, it's what we
Wow.
do, bro.
That's different.
We gonna bring the love tour back around here to the cave because as y'all know, my birthday is Valentine's Day. So
We don't give a fuck.
I am the mean.
Wow. Wow.
The bald head, you know.
That's how he feel.
Try to tell them.
I don't care. I care more about February 15th than I care about February 14th.
Wow.
So,
Yes, definition
Yeah, 'cause
of side chick. See, that's one of the definitions of the side chick. If you get
Ain't
your
that what
present
all
on
the
the
candy go on
15th,
sale?
if you get your present on the 15th, you are a side chick.
We finna start already. We started.
no, not really. See, here's the reason why I say that because somebody, Seneca, know their birthday is on the 15th.
Ooh.
So I actually care more about the 15th than I care about the 14th.
Oh, I thought that's what
I thought that's
saying,
when all the
Steve.
candy just went on sale.
That too.
That's when the side chick get their present.
Bruh.
Your man,
Side chicks know they're side chicks. They have to. There's no way.
No, some of them don't.
some of them are delusional. believe
Some
it
of
or
them
not.
don't, believe it or
I
not.
know a few side chicks that don't even know they side chicks.
Right.
They think they're real girlfriend.
And we talk to them every single day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Man.
just
She's
not.
talking about, oh no, he work at night. That's why we don't talk at night. He sleep in the
Listen,
morning.
y'all, I'm in this group, right? And it's I ain't gonna give out too many details, but I'm in this group, right?
Don't say
Hey,
And
just
like-
add me.
No,
Of them fuck
listen.
groups? Yeah. add me
Listen.
too.
Listen, I'm in this group, right? And so, like, I pay attention. I pay attention to detail. Like, sometimes I really think there's like 3 chicks that's talking about the same dude in this
They
group.
probably are. They probably are.
I really think they are. And one of these days, I'm gonna make a post. Y'all know I can't fight, right? but I'm gonna make a post and I'm gonna be like,
Hey, why would
I
you
wonder
do
how
that?
many of y'all are in here talking about.
Right?
How many of y'all
Lala,
in here sharing the same booth?
invite them to the man cave. Let me and Jacob get a hold of them.
Dex and Mess. Y'all
We will
messy.
tell them the truth.
Messy as fuck.
Dex and Mess.
But I'm here for it.
No, I don't think it's like anything serious. I just think they're all like in the getting to know phases. Well, two of them I think are in the getting to know phase with this guy, and I think the other one is somebody like he's been smashing for a while, you know?
We will break the honest truth to them, and they
You
will
better watch out, Lala. You might be next on this list.
No.
We will break the
Well, hold on. Wait a minute, though. She said they in the getting to know you phase. We have said on numerous times on the man cave that that's the time when you can be free to talk to whoever you want to.
That's a fact.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, like all of y'all in the same group, you know what I'm saying? Like it's obvious to me. I don't know why it's not obvious to
They in the group to meet people. You have to realize these Facebook groups are the new bar and club scene.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what this group was for, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
It doesn't matter. It's not group. This is where people make their mistakes at. They feel like if you make a specific group because people in here are single, that's the only place you're supposed to shoot your shot. No, if you go to a group that has a bunch of like-minded people talking about the same thing, you now have a reference point of what to communicate with this person about.
Right.
Like if you like video games and adult cartoons that are fucking C and you're black and you're now in the black adult cartoons video game group, you know that everybody in here likes this shit too. So now you have a point of basic conversation that you can have with somebody that doesn't revolve around what's your favorite color, what you like to eat. No, now we could talk about this video game. We could talk about that video game, this TV show, what's new coming out. Now we can have dialogue that doesn't revolve around the basic aesthetics of how I look, what I'm dressed, and what I drive.
So
we have a common ground.
Yeah,
so it works better.
You automatically skip the awkward phase of what to talk about.
Exactly. So that's why groups where you be confused as hell as why people are shooting their shot at each other, it's because it's a common ground location already. Groups where that's supposed to be dedicated for single people will always be a breeding ground for cheating. Because everybody knows you in here single looking for somebody to love, and eventually there's going to be a good looking girl or a good looking guy, and people are publicly going to lust after them. So now I don't have to work hard to figure out who I'm gonna talk to. Y'all made it easier. So these are the ones I'm gonna fuck on. But let me go over here. Let me go over here to this entrepreneurship group with people who are starting businesses. Now we can have a mental conversation. Now I'm more likely to want to talk to you because we have like-minded stuff, ideas. You're making me think outside my box. I'm growing as a person from these conversations and these interactions. So you're going to be the person I want to shoot my shot with.
Wow. Okay, look at you putting me up on game. I'm about to go join some music groups.
Oh shit now. Oh shit now.
And the thing about it is a lot of people tend to forget, like, social media is a dating website, even though it's not an upfront dating website. It's like you said, it's a metaverse. So people are going to come in here and be what they need to be to attract you to them. But if you have these,
they trying to get me though, because they keep on popping up the like Facebook dating. I'm like, why y'all keep showing me this ad? Mind you,
because Facebook has a nasty habit of seeing what everybody else is doing off of Facebook and says, hey, if we just put it here, you won't need to go there. Facebook wants you to do everything right there.
Yeah, I don't do dating sites, so I don't know why they feel like they got to pop that ad up to me all the time.
Let me ask you a question. Why won't you do a dating site?
Because they fucking filthy.
Oh, because I mean, people can say who they want to, they can make up who they want to be, you know, and I pay attention to details. So probably like 20 minutes into the conversation, I'm like, yeah, no.
Don't people make who they want to be on Facebook? But don't people pretend who they be on these social medias who not even trying to date at all? Didn't we just talk about people putting up their sexiest photo as their profile picture,
Right.
giving you the impression that they look good, when in actuality, if you catch them on a Tuesday afternoon, they may look like a man.
She look like a man.
Okay, so you took it to the next level there, because I was gonna say I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with, like, getting cute in your makeup and whatever, having a night out, whatever, enjoying yourself. And I mean, I feel like, as if I was a guy, I feel like, if my woman could, like, look like that again, like do her makeup and, what I'm saying, get cute, whatever, I wouldn't really have a problem with, like, if she have a few blemishes or something like that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, babe, get cute tonight. You just gotta let her know, like, babe, we going on a date, like, get cute tonight. That lets her know to put her face on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I would have a problem with that if I was a guy.
But here's the thing.
I mean,
if it's like,
if
a man, then I
you
gotta
got
be
to the
attracted
point
to them outside of the makeup and stuff.
Right, and that's what I was getting to say. If
Right.
they get to the point where you can see them as their natural selves,
Mhm.
what you just said would make sense. But there's
Okay.
a lot of people who only present themselves in the made up form.
Yes.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, like they will stay in, like, men will stay in hibernation until they get that fresh haircut and that new outfit. Women will not let you see who they are unless their faces did and they have that good wig on.
Good
wig
wig.
them before you marry them, so you can see that before you put the ring on it.
You know what I'm saying? I have people who have came to the studio who said, "Hey, I don't want to record today because I didn't do my makeup before I got here." I tell them, you don't have to turn the video on. You can just record the audio. Nah, I don't like to be outside without my face did. What the fuck are you hiding?
Oh yeah.
Are you not of this planet?
That's very common.
These hoes be aliens, bro. I don't really
Bruh.
Common, man.
I think when they say men are from Mars and women are from Venus, they really from fucking Venus.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I hate to leave, but y'all know this brings us to the end because we already went over 2 hours, and I don't want the executive producer to kill us.
How? I'm right here. The fuck?
You were supposed to leave because you said.
He said his phone was dying. He tried to give us already.
That's exactly why I said that.
Yeah, because he do usually fuss at us. You right.
You remember, Jacob? You remember the email?
Yeah.
Listen, fellas, as I love the man cave and I love the things y'all talk about, y'all gonna have to start putting a limit on y'all time. Y'all going over 2 hours and the editing is crazy.
But because today is a special episode, the time constraint has been lifted a little bit. Okay. Now, coming back next week, you niggas need to be a 90 minutes and call it a day.
Right. And because he was on here talking trash the whole time. That's why.
This is true.
That's what it was.
This is true.
Very good information.
Next week y'all can have next week y'all can have y'all show back, but this week this is mine. It was me.
Yo, we have
my
no
shit
problem with it, man. It's been a long time, man.
Right.
It's been a long time, man. For real. Oh man. But yeah, we are gonna definitely bring it to an end. 100th episode, a milestone. This is so great. I'm so glad and blessed to have everybody that joined the show tonight, everybody that brought the greatness to the show, brought the man cave to the, the level it's at. And I just want us to continue greatness, on and on throughout the year and beyond, and continue to take the man cave to new heights, more and more. Lala, Seneca, we appreciate y'all for bringing that strong woman touch to the man cave and speaking for the women, the women in the man cave, like y'all did, representing and hanging around with our crazy asses.
Thanks for having us.
Ain't hanged up.
Yeah, we do appreciate it.
Everybody ain't make it.
Yeah, you might not hear a lot of men say, "Oh, women ain't supposed to be in the cave," this and that. No, but a real man, a real king understands. Sometimes you need a woman to step into the cave. So we do appreciate the roles in which I brought to the show, and which I will continue to bring to the show. Because as you know, it's always open invite for y'all. Always, 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 always. And
We appreciate you.
definitely. And Fresh, you already know Fresh and Tone, man. We appreciate y'all on so many levels for even providing this platform for us to express ourselves, in an artistic way and be able to help people and also help ourselves, with podcasts and getting out different topics and different things that we discuss, to the world and allowing us to express these things to the world. So we definitely appreciate y'all for that and this platform. And y'all know we TD y'all all day. Jacob, you already know you my bro, man. You was riding with me from the beginning, man. From the beginning,
Sure.
We made it here, man, to the 100th episode, man.
Let's go.
More I can say,
100 more, dog.
more I can say about that, man. Y'all already know. You already know, Jacob. We got this, man, to the end.
Yes, sir.
I just want to thank all the fans, all the listeners, for putting up with me, Mr. Kyle Williams. Every week, and the things I bring. The man, as I was saying earlier, the Man Cave has grown and took its own identity to another level. I had no idea that it would get to this level and it would actually take this form, but I'm humble and I'm blessed that it did, and I'm looking forward to where it's gonna go, in the future, and the identity it may shape again to another identity and the growth that it's gonna do. So once again, without y'all wouldn't be no us. So we do appreciate y'all. This is our 100th episode.
Right.
I'm so happy right now tonight, and it's gonna be many more. So continue to rock with us, and we'll continue to rock with you. Man Cave 100 episode. We out of here. Catch us next week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. We out of here.
Bye.